What is up, you guys? Welcome back to a brand new NBA video on the channel. Today, we're going to be discussing the 2025 NBA draft that has happened yesterday as of recording this video. I don't want to say there were a lot of surprises because, we were pretty much expecting the top five to be what it is anyway, but let's get into it. So, the Dallas Mavericks, with the first overall pick, have selected Cooper Flag from Duke, a 6'8" generational talent, I dare say. He has. I've been watching Duke a tad bit like over the past few months, especially during the March Madness. And Cooper Flag, he was playing out of his mind. Like I would say it felt like he didn't belong. Like he was like a level higher than everyone. But the fact that like the NCAA is just getting so good just makes Cooper Flag stand out less, I guess. But he's amazing. Like number one pick going to the Dallas Mavericks, which, to be honest, is a little bit of a sketchy pick. Because if you guys haven't seen the news last year, they have traded Luka Doncic, their superstar, away for what people call a bag of chips. But I mean, Anthony Davis is not that that terrible of a player. But like Luka Doncic, they're like franchise player. He wanted to stay in Dallas for like the whole of his career. They have just traded away. They have just traded Luka away, right? I can't imagine how it felt for Luka to just be traded all of a sudden. But yeah, now coincidentally, the Dallas Mavericks land a first overall pick after trading away their superstar, which is, you can tell me it's not scripted. Like I'm sorry, like is it might be a little weird to say, but this just feels sketchy to me. How do you land the first overall pick with like what, less than a 1% chance, 1% and something chance of landing it, and you just land it after trading away your superstar, like generational player? But yeah, they get Cooper Flag. No surprises there. Coop goes number one in the draft. Number two, we have Dylan Harper, who was a really amazing player at Rutgers, and he got taken with the number two overall pick by the San Antonio Spurs. And saw this video of like Dylan Harper and like Wemby calling, like Wemby called Dylan Harper, and he was like, "What's up? Like my name's Vic. Like let's get to work or something." And it just feels so surreal. Like the Spurs, like they just keep getting good players. Like what can I say? Like their front office is so good. Like they somehow just have picks all the freaking time, and they just land like good players. Devin Vassell, Wemby, they have CP3 there as a veteran, and then like De'Aaron Fox, and now Dylan Harper. Like that, I don't want to say it's a dynasty in the making, but I would honestly not be surprised if they really just went all in and just won a championship with this roster. Because Dylan Harper, here they say jumbo playmaker with a strong frame. His skill level as a shot creator and ability to play downhill, finish through contact, and draw fouls should flourish with NBA spacing. Yeah, he has all of like the tools to be a good NBA player. Spacing is one of the most important things to keep in mind. The NBA spacing is way different than any other league, right? And to have all these skills that he can use is really great. Moving on though, we have VJ Edgecool, drafted by the 76ers. To be honest, I don't know much about VJ Edgecool. I haven't watched him much, but he's a 6'4" guard, 193 pounds from Baylor, and he, I mean, if you can see the highlight here, he looks like he can jump. So that's already awesome at 6'4". What did they say? He's the most explosive athlete in this draft. Oh wow, okay. Complements his considerable upside as a playmaker defensively with an evolving perimeter skill level and feel for the game. Yeah, my guy, Con Knippel, 6'5", 219 pounds from Duke. Again, I've watched a lot of Duke. Number 5, Ace Bailey, 6'8", 203 pounds. Oh yeah, Ace Bailey. I've heard some, I've heard some like good things about Ace Bailey. They say he's a dynamic shot maker with great size. Yes, 6'8". He's a guard, so he's a 6'8" guard. I mean, honestly, like if you have a 6'8" guard, or like a player that is tall and can like shoot the ball really well, like KD. Again, I might be making weird comparisons here, but that's a recipe for a pretty good player. You can shoot, and you also have the height advantage, the size advantage. Score from all over the floor, puts points on the board in bunches when he finds an offensive rhythm. That's really good. So he seems like he has a zen. He can get into his rhythm. That's great. High level of intensity defensively while making an impact in transition with his strong physical tools. All right. I mean, yeah, as I said, size and height, a pretty good combination, especially for a shooter that it's you don't really see that much nowadays, I guess. But yeah, Ace Bailey fifth for the Jazz. Number six, Trey Johnson. Yeah, this is where I'm gonna get a bit lost. Trey Johnson, guard, 6'5", 190 from Texas. Yeah, I don't know anything about this guy. Dynamic shot maker. All right, defense is a freshman. Insatiable hunger for putting the ball in the basket. So it seems like this guy has like the energy. He's like an energy player and also like a shot maker, which I mean, it's pretty good. I don't know. See, I'm not gonna have much to say for some of these guys, but Trey Johnson, Wizards, six pick. Number seven, Jeremiah Fears to the Pelicans, 6'8". Igor Demin, 6'8", 199 pounds, guard. So he's a 6'8" guard. I mean, there's a lot of players that got drafted. Like I'm gonna go top 20 picks here, and maybe I'll talk about the other ones in a future video or something. So stay tuned for that, I guess. Okay, number nine, Colin Murray Boyles. 6'7" forward from South Carolina. He's heavy, 239 pounds. So he looks to be, yeah, great toughness, intriguing combination of playmaking ability and defensive versatility. So he's sort of like a I don't know, like uncommon like type of player, like playmaking and defense players like Jokic don't have much of that. Again, using Jokic as an example because he's one of the best playmakers out there, but I mean, just the fact that he's like he seems to be really like he seems to have a lot of muscle. I mean, 239 pounds. Honestly, that the defensive versatility is just valid, and playmaking just adds on to everything. Toughness, yeah, good for Colin Murray Boyles, ninth pick to the Raptors. Number 10, Kaman Maluak, center from Duke, 7'1", 253 pounds. Yeah, I've watched a lot of Duke, so I've seen this guy play. He's really he's good. Like he can put the ball in the basket from like I wouldn't say anywhere, but he can get to his spots. Like I've seen him get to his spots. He can really do like some great things in the paint. 7'7" wingspan changed everything around the rim in his tone season at Duke. I mean, lone season at Duke. Yeah, he's he's tall. He has great reach. He can defend. He can finish around the rim with ease, and he can just be a threat in the paint along with guys like Cooper Flag. Um, he got drafted to the Houston Rockets. So I mean, I'm just thinking how this guy's gonna fit. I should have done this for all of them, but I don't know, like what's Sangoon? Could this guy fit like with Sangoon maybe? I don't know how that's gonna. I mean, Sangoon's defense is not amazing, so I feel like this could work. I don't know much about how I don't have much foresight into how good this combo will be, like Shengun and Moluak, but honestly, it can't be that bad, right? Like they're both great players. So yeah, I mean he's got all the tools to be a great player. Next up, Noah Isengwe from France, apparently 6'10", 204 pounds, rangy, versatile power forward. Yeah, he's a forward playing at a very high level competition in the Euro Cup and German BBL. So he's got experience. That's definitely a big factor. Despite being the second youngest player, he get to the free throw line, his passing and defensive playmaking given considerable upside to grow into. So he can create fouls. I guess it's no foul creation is a pretty important skill. I mean, I don't want to point fingers, but HGA has been going at it the whole season. He's been great at getting the fouls, and not gonna get into the details as to if the fouls that he's drawing are valid or not, but you can definitely say that like drawing fouls is a big big deal. So this guy has it. He's got experience. He can draw the fouls. He can play make and all of that. So that's great. Noah Asengwe drafted to the Bulls. Derek Queen, center from Maryland. 6'9", 248. So he's an undersized center. Oh, so he's a 6'9", very heavy center, undersized. Most skilled big man in the draft. Creates shots facing the basket, passes, utilizes frame in the post. Significant mismatch. Yeah, he's big, but he's not tall. And I guess he can create shots, which is good. He's skilled, but the one big thing that I can already see here is that his height doesn't really match his position. Let's see what they say. Struggles with poor conditioning, stuck between the power forward and center positions currently. So he just doesn't know what position to play, and he doesn't have conditioning. I mean, those are all things that can be figured out, though. So even though these are weaknesses, they're not permanent. So that's great. I mean, none of the weaknesses for any player are permanent. You can always do something to improve, right? So number 14, San Antonio Spurs with another pick, Carter Bryant, 6'7", from 6'7", 215 pounds from Arizona. Strong two-way potential, length, shooting, passing, defensive versatility. That's great. I mean, well, like I'm not gonna say anything about the Spurs anymore because they have they have a fuck ton of picks, man. They have so many picks, and it's like I like where do you even get all of these from? Like their front office is so good at like just like finessing picks and all of that, just saving them. But yeah, now they have another good player, 14th in the draft, Carter Bryant, good two-way player. So that's great. Next up, 15, OKC, Thomas Sorber, 6'9", 263 from Georgetown. He's a center, so another undersized center who's on the heavier side of things. Outperformed expectations, feel for the game, high level intensity, enormous 7'6" wingspan, significant upside to grow into. Yeah, I mean, he might be 6'9", but he has a 7'6" wingspan, so that's gonna make things a little easier for him to fit into the role of a defensive a threat, because that's what most centers do these days. And I mean, he doesn't necessarily need to be that. He OKC OKC have Chet, OKC have Hartenstein. They just won the NBA championship, so he doesn't have to be a defensive sort of player. He just has to be scoring, because Chet is not a reliable enough scorer. So they probably need someone else who could spice things up. Number 16, I'm actually curious about this one. Yang Hansen, center from China, and I've seen this guy play. I've seen him play. He got traded to Portland, but I've seen this guy play in a few videos, and they say he plays like Jokic, and everyone says he's like Jokic. They play. They say he's like Chinese Jokic, and I do agree with that. He plays very. His game is not very flashy, is what I would say. He's a more fundamentals kind of player, as far as I've seen. But he can score. He can do all that. He can block. 9 for 3 standing reach. Yeah, as I said, excellent showing at the NBA Combine. 2 strong season in the Chinese CBA. So again, this guy's got experience. He's got size. He's got scoring. So that's amazing. That's just amazing for him. And I want to see what this guy can do in the league, because the Jokic archetype is not as common as you might think. Number 17, we're nearing the end here. Joanne Beringer, a center, 6'11", 235 for France. He made a significant impact in the Adriatic leagues despite his minimal experience before this season. Rapidly moving, length, mobility, and rim protecting. I mean, again, another guy with some level of experience. He's tall, he's heavy. He can. This is a recipe for a good center. Like you just have to have height. You have to have like size, and you have to have a strong frame and height, and that's all you pretty much need to be a good center. You know, at least in this rapidly like improving league, which is the NBA. Number 18, Walter Clayton Jr. from Florida. I love this guy. I absolutely love Walter Clayton Jr. 6'2", 199. I saw the game against, what was it? Was it Auburn? I don't know which team, but I watched the March Madness, and he's amazing. Like he he was shooting lights out. He was finishing around the rim. He can get to his spots. He can play make. He can do it in clutch situations. You know, he's coming off of a NCAA championship. You know, he he put up like 36 the game that I was watching, and it's just unreal. He's an unreal guard, and I absolutely love this guy. I want to see what he can do. All right, number 19, Nolan Traore from France. He's 6'3", 175. So, all right, the last player I'm going to be covering for today's video is Kasparas Yakushinis, 6'5", 205 pounds from Illinois. He's a guard. All right, guys, those were the first 20 players that got drafted in the 2025 NBA draft. If you guys want to see me cover the last 10 players that are remaining and maybe cover some of the second rounders, just please let me know. And I'm planning on doing a little coverage of the trades that are happening around the NBA, but that's honestly for the future. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.